All right, so I wanted to, while I had this out, go over a little bit of how I wired my electrical system. You know, if to pardon the fan noise, if it's in there, because, well, it's, I don't know, 112 or something today. Um, all right, so what I did here, let's talk about the thing you're seeing in the middle of your screen. This is the ground off of my new converter. This here, I know I could connect each one of these individual circuits to the frame. It just isn't what I wanted to do. So what I did here is, here's the ground from the inverter, and then here are all of the grounds to my different circuits. There should be 6 circuits there. Okay, here we've got 2, 4, 5 circuits, plus the ground plus the battery here. So I've got the one coming in from the battery, and then I've got the 5 circuits coming, or 5 grounds coming from the different DC circuits, and then the ground here. Now the way that this runs is I've got the different circuits for my water pump here. Okay, on the back side here, you see there's a 12 volt plug. On the far end there, it's kind of hard to see, there's 2 USB plugs. Here, excuse me, we've got a on-off switch to the pump. We've got our black and, well, excuse me, I just have the freshwater. So the freshwater tank indicator and the battery indicator, as well as this guy here, which is a 12 volt plug and then a voltmeter, so 12.5. I'm on my battery. I also installed a plug here, which runs the fan on my big buddy, or whatever else, but that's what it's there for. And then behind my toilet here, well, let's keep it this way, you'll see there's another plug, and that's because the flush on the toilet is a 12 volt flush. So that's all the 12 volt stuff I got running in the camper. Then for the AC, right? So you've got the 30 amp plug comes into the back of the converter box. Here's the ground to the frame, and then I've got 2 120 volt circuits. One comes around this way to this is my 20 amp plug for the air conditioner. The other one runs around this way to my GFI plug there, GFCI plug. And then there's one, I don't know if you can see it with the door open, but it's right there on the exterior. Oh, real quick while I'm remembering, my 12 volt also goes up here, connects to this plug here, this light here, and then hidden under here runs around and out to 2 of these outdoor, let me turn it on and see a little better, 2 of these outdoor lights. There's one on the other side as well. So right back to the 120 volt side. So we got power coming in from shore power, generator, post, whatever, and then out we have these 2 here. Now let's stick this back in here just a little bit so you can see. So here is my circuit breakers. So the black from the shore power, the hot side, goes into this 30 amp plug or breaker, and then energizes the other 2 breakers. All right, and then it goes from there out to my 2 plugs. So we've got a 30 amp coming in, 30 amp to the air conditioner, kept popping the 20 amp. Probably should have put in a 20 amp. It was probably just old on the old inverter, that's why it was popping. But now if it pulls too much power, more than 30 amps, it should pop here before it pops the 30 amp main breaker. Then this 20 amp here powers the converter, so it converts to my 12 volt DC circuits, and this 20 amp guy here goes to my 2 other plugs. Maybe it should have been a 15 amp, but it's a 20. This one here on the end isn't used, it's off. This converter also provides a pigtail off of the main, off the inverter here. So if you only had one circuit breaker, you could run something else off of the same power wire that runs over to the inverter. So that's what my black wires do. Then you've got your two posts here. You got green and white, so ground and neutral, and those are from both of the 120 line circuits that run out to my plugs, as well as the white neutral from the converter, and then the white neutral that comes in from shore power. Same thing for the green. So you wire it up, it's got a fan, and then if any of these fuses blow, it's got a little red LED light. It'll tell you which one blew. So a couple of 30s, the rest are 20s, which is all way overkill. I mean, to have one USB plug on a circuit. But that's how I set it up. I was originally, all my grounds were all monkeyed together. You can see this thing here. This is my ground wire, and I just tied in each individual ground to the ground wire, which is not how you're supposed to do it. So this this connector here will serve a purpose. It's got a little plastic plug that goes over it. We'll screw it down into some part of the box here. But if that makes sense, that's how I ran the power in the trailer. Good luck to y'all.